now been in southern Costa Rica for 4 days, and this is the first day that we're having like a very slow, restful, nourishing morning. The first few days we're just wake up at sunrise, before sunrise, hop on a boat to go to one of our favorite surf spots, come back, eat, surf again, come back, take a power nap, surf again, dinner, go to bed. We've been going to bed at like 7:30 at night, waking up at 4 a.m. for surf. And today we got to sleep in. We're not surfing until about noon. And so I thought I would film a little video just kind of showing what life is like here, because this particular area is one of the most incredible, truly unbelievable places in the world. Like, it's one of the most biodiverse, incredible, wild places. Like, when I say jungle meets the sea, I really mean it. There's jaguars, there's pumas, there's species I've never even heard of, animals I've never even seen. Like, it is just rich in diversity and in just, I mean, this is the land just right outside. This is our cabina right here. And just everything is so lush and so incredible. So I thought I would, make a little video just to show what it's like, because I don't think this is somewhere that most humans ever get to experience. And I feel so grateful and just blown away to be here. This is my 3rd time here and never gets old. So let me show you around. You guys gonna walk with me? Show me the way? Show me the way, guys. I'm following you. You also have to watch out because these monkeys will just throw mangoes on your head. So, gotta kind of walk this path fast. So this little pathway takes you to all of the 3 cabinas that are actually very spaced out and very, very private. And right down here, you'll see our cabina, and then up the path a little bit is another one, and down the path is the 3rd one. But like I said, super spaced out, super private. You don't feel like you're near anybody. And if you keep going up the path, you'll go to the main lodge where we meet and gather, right there. And this is our simple little room. Very simple, but very clean, super tall ceilings, which actually is such a treat and makes the space feel way larger than it is. And then we have this amazing deck and hammock and chill area where you are often going to see so many animals running right below. It is so cool to be this immersed in the jungle. And then back on the path from our cabina, you'll head up to this kind of like main gathering area where meals are prepared, the hangouts happen, we eat dinner and breakfast here, and this is where all of our surf gear lives. And this is where we have all of our meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just surrounded by nature. You'll see so many howler monkeys and spider monkeys just flying through the trees. It's actually so wild and insane to watch. Down there, you get a little sneak peek of the pool. And yeah, this is where we recover from surf, prep for surf, hang out together. This is Elian. He was the best all week. And then down here is the pool, which is such a treat. It's just totally hidden amongst all of these trees. You do still have to be careful because the monkeys will still throw cacao and mangoes down at you. But yeah, this spot is just such a perfect place to unwind after a surf. They actually kept the water quite cool, which was really nice because it's blazing hot. And when you just get back from a 3-hour surf, you are totally wiped, and nothing feels better than hopping in this pool. Literally such a treat to have it all to ourselves.
Oh wait.
The yacht?
Hey, Ray, where's our wax?
What do you mean the yacht?
Oh, is this mine? Nice.
I think my dad has it.
My modern?
Let me see.
Wait, a
They're
newborn?
features, right?
You two are so funny.
A brand new boy!
brand new board. Look at this, Ray. Wow, should we open it for Aaron?
Wow. Oh my god, I love the color on it too. That stripe. I love that color. Thank you.
You want to put it?
Yeah.
Help, yeah, help, help. Yeah, Ray. Oh,
No more yarn! This is my favorite board.
wow.
I love it. Here you go, babe. Aw.
Merry Christmas. He said, Merry Christmas.
Baby, it's like the color's perfect for you. Oh my god, it's so much easier to carry. Wow.
Mom got a new board.
Yeah, wow.
Estelle, I'm writing my 7
Eli, la 7.2 de Mega, la negra.
We needed all the things.
Yeah,
It's so funny. I was like, what are you
This is on-
looking at me for?
How big is it? 9'2"?
So to get here, we flew from Nashville to Houston, and then Houston to San Jose, Costa Rica, and then we took a flight from San Jose, a little mini flight, to the, like, you could call it the local airport here. It's still quite a ways away from where we end up. So it was a long travel day, to say the least, but honestly, I think that spots like that are so special because it isn't easy to get to. And so only the people who like really respect and appreciate and see the value in a place like this make that trek. So it keeps it kind of wild, kind of remote, and kind of special in that way. But yeah, well worth it. I'm feeling finally kind of rested today and like fully dropped in. Usually takes me about 2 days. So yeah, it's just so special. You feel like you're kind of at the edge of the world. Very unlikely you're gonna see another tourist. I think we've seen like 2 locals and no one else. So it's very cool. You definitely feel way more with nature and the elements than you do other people, which is hard to find in this modern world that we're in. So I do not take it lightly or for granted how unique and how special this is. So we'll be here for a total of 10 days. And then me, Aaron, and Joseph will head to Nosara, where our land is, where our friends are, where kind of our whole community is. We'll spend another 10 days there. And then they will go home and I'll stay in Nosara and do some work on our land and have some boring meetings that need to be had. And obviously get some surfing and hang out with my people and do the thing. But for now we're here, and I'm not sure what this video is going to turn into yet, but it just felt like I needed to record some of life here and yeah, document how special this is. So I'm dripping in sweat right now if you can't tell. So I think it's time for a swim.
This is really nice. Really good juice.
Juice. The little babies.
And we added a lot of sauce over it. And then put it in a box and sent it to another country.
Whoops. Cheers. Little surf sleigh. Just got cleaned up after getting off the boat, heading for a little lunch, and probably another surf session in like an hour. This is the little path we walk. These are all the cabinas in here, and then this path takes you to the main lodge where the pool is and the kitchen is. Over there. So hungry. We were on the boat for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. Until a storm forced us to come in. So we eat and surf again. So we just had some amazing tuna poke bowls, which I don't even like raw fish, but this was next level. It was caught this morning with fresh fruit and cucumber and rice, and it was amazing. And now we're going out for our third surf of the day, which for the first time in a while, I actually feel tired. I'm not one to get tired, but I'm feeling it today. But I'm gonna go catch 2 waves because look where I am. Are you kidding me? How could I not? And then we're gonna have an epic dinner as a group. Go to bed early because tomorrow is another 4 a.m. wake up call to hop on a boat to go surf another spot. So for now, we're just gonna walk out front, take a quick surf, hopefully get to bed early. So this might be the first time in 7 days that I feel like a woman and I have like real clothes on instead of just a swimsuit. And we're about to go do a video analysis session. So everyone's gonna look at their surf footage, get coaching, get feedback. Then we're gonna have dinner, and then we have a 4 a.m. wake up call to take the boat to another surf spot tomorrow morning. So, showered, clean, feel like a woman for the first time in a week. Having a little pre-dinner cocktail and about to go find the crew to hear all the things we did wrong on our waves today. And right now there's a crew of Costa Rican jungle chickens. Just walking to the session with me. So that's what we're doing.
Your head a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And stay with that momentum a little bit longer. You will probably
Yeah, I'm getting
get in a
soon.
little bit, but because you took your weight out.
I think I wrote a lot of them just straight.
You're gonna do it. Oh, yeah. Go left to go right.
Left to go right. Okay.
Nice.
Little.
Hands up. Oh.
You could have kept on going.
You almost got out of it.
It's almost like you're just like stepping off of it,
I do.
whereas I just like, wow.
I'm like, and I'm done. I'll end here.
I just
Right, you
fall
see
back.
both
It
of
looked
your
like you didn't
feet.
want to get your arms wet.
See how close they are?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good, because then you get to do this. You get to like drive.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like passing white water,
Yeah, I need my back
you can. You just need to like open it up so that whole force of the wave don't
Yeah.
throw you off, right? So you have a little bit more of.
Wiggle room.
Also, I saw your feet were a bit off.
This one is
Woo,
Aaron's
let's
own-
go.
This is solo. She caught these on her
Yeah.
own.
Oh, and you're looking.
What an angle.
What?
Yay!
Back foot,
Yeah, baby.
front foot, sideways.
Good save.
There we go.
Right in the front. There we go.
She stayed.
There we go.
Baby!
What a way. Wow.
She's still going, guys. It's not over yet.
Wow.
Come on.
No comments, no comments.
That is fun.
Aaron, can you see? You're leading with the back foot, which is good.
Babe!
But when you feel you're losing that momentum, stay into it.
Yeah, that was like a.
This is one of those moments.
One of those
where
moments.
She thinks there's a 20-foot wave, and then she get up like, what
Help
happened?
me!
I'm like, Ray, that was knee high.
You grab your board.
Yo siempre me lo encuentro aquí. Yo
Where are
tomo
my
los árboles,
friends?
me pasa eso.
Oh, there they are.
There, allá.
Ahí está.
Lo que se ha pegado aquí. Más adelante. Los babies, eh.
Aww.
Could you do it again?
Oh, hi, guys.
Oh, so small.
Oh my god. Oh, don't put him.
They like riding on the side.
Come on, my family.
My long lost Wow,
She
eh?
was. Her,
What?
Maybe the last one.
and her.
A very recent life.
Definitely
Yeah.
a dolphin.
Giovanni and the dolphin. I don't know which one came first. our time here at this part of Costa Rica is slowly coming to an end. The whole crew that we were with left this morning, and we decided to stay 2 more days, Aaron, Joseph, and myself, because the waves are just perfect, and this whole spot that we're at is empty. And so, obviously, why would we not? And where we're headed to next, which is Nosara, which is where our community is, our friends, our family, our land, kind of our second home, if you will. The waves are like 8 to 10 feet and choppy and just like not the vibe. So we decided to stay a few more days, but slowly coming to a closeout, and what a experience. I think I said earlier, we've been coming here for 4 years to this particular part of Costa Rica, and the last 3 years have been a very different experience. No matter what, when you're coming to this part of the jungle, it's remote, it's wild, it's intense, it's not for everybody. It's not a vacation where you sit by the pool and sip cocktails. Like, we have wild boars running everywhere, and pumas, and amazing waves, and it's gonna start pouring rain, and then it will be sunny. Like, it's the jungle. It's not easy. But the last couple of years, we've just rented a house and kind of done everything ourselves. Like, we hire a chef, and we usually try to have someone on the trip who's a doctor or who has some, medical knowledge should we need it, which we usually do. And this time around, we actually did stay at one of the very few hotels that are here. When I say hotel, I say that loosely. It's, still in the jungle. But we've had just a lot more help and been really taken care of. Like, Erin just came down from the room and is requesting what she wants for dinner, and we just had the chef drive us up to this beautiful spot for a sunset drink, and we've just had a lot more support, a lot more help, not feeling like we're totally roughing it, and it's been really a treat. This is absolutely a space that I want to host a retreat at. There's only 4 rooms and a beautiful shala ceremony space, a beautiful pool, my beautiful woman, and this beautiful kind of like co-living, coexisting space. And yeah, it's just really a treat to have this much like care and support and amenities in the actual middle of the jungle. So I don't take it lightly, I don't take it for granted, very grateful. And now I smell the chef whipping us up something delicious. And we're about to have this wine and close out the night. Cheers. Cheers, my love. Cheers. Get it. So it's our last morning here. I'm so sad. I'm not ready to leave at all. We already extended our trip by 3 days, and I'm so tempted to extend it longer, but we must move on. And this trip has just been so extraordinary. Sorry, they're cleaning down there, so excuse the noise. But this trip has just been so extraordinary and special and incredible and life-changing, aside from just the beauty. I mean, like, look where I am drinking coffee. Are you kidding me? And aside from the amazing people that we got to spend the last 8 days with, and just, you know, the epic waves, the boat trips, the long dinners, like aside from all of that, which was already top tier, this trip has been life-changing for me in other ways I wasn't expecting as well. And that is why I'm such an advocate for travel. I know that it can look luxurious and look maybe even frivolous to some people, but when we step out of our own reality, I think a few things happen. One, different parts of our brain start to come online when we're not just going through the motions and the to-do list and all the responsibilities and the work and the projects and the family and the household. Different parts of our brain can start to come online. The other thing is it also gets our perspective a lot wider. Again, when we stop looking tunnel vision and we look a little bit wider, we change our surroundings, we change who we're with, we change what we're experiencing. Our entire nervous system and just energetic system is getting an entirely new outlook on life. It's getting entirely new somatic imprints and reminders and reference points and anchors that we wouldn't get just staying in our day-to-day life. And so to me, travel is priceless. You know, it's how I get to know myself. It's how I get to know my life and my world and my creator. It's how I understand things. When I step out of my reality, my brain starts to open and shift, and I start to understand both up here and here, understand things differently and more deeply. So yeah, to me, it's really priceless. And the 2 ways that I didn't realize that this trip would change my life were pretty substantial. One thing that has come up having all of this time to just be in the jungle was, so I've struggled for a long time with my fear in the water, which is ironic because I love the water. I'm always in the water. I'm a surfer. I travel 2 places to surf. I'm always in the water. And I always have pretty significant fear come up. And it's frustrating because I did have a really bad accident 3 years ago. And so there's a part of me that wants to trace it back to that and be like, oh, it's PTSD. And once I can get over that, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually been going on much longer and started way before that accident. And so in a way it's been really frustrating because there's nothing to like quote blame it on. But throughout this trip, I really got to face some of that. This is the most surfing we've done in a trip. 2 and 3 sessions a day, all different breaks, like nonstop. And that fear would come up even after days and days of me like killing it in the water. That fear would come up where I'd pull off every wave, I'd panic, I'd swim further away from everybody to like where it wasn't breaking. And I had several days to really be like, okay, what is this? And I met a woman out in the water who we've actually been connected with. We've been connected together on Instagram for a few years now. But we met out in the water, which is so random that we meet on the other side of the world. But anyway, she does surf therapy. And so we were talking a little bit, and I was later reading about some of her work. And I just started to put the pieces together of some of the things that I struggle with in my personal life on land are occurring in the water, which probably sounds obvious, but when you have those light bulb moments, you're like, whoa. And, you know, it's the same kind of story, the same kind of somatic tightening and gripping that happens in medicine ceremonies, the same tightening and gripping that happens during conflict in my relationship or any relationship, the same tightening and gripping that happens when I think I messed up. And I was talking to my partner about it, and she was kind of helping me meaning make this. And it is this, like, I'm not actually afraid of the wipeout. I'm not actually afraid of being held under. Like, I know I've got a great breath hold. But it is this, I'll go for a wave, and as everyone's cheering me on, I, like, then pull back. And I'm like, oh, this must mean it's a huge wave. Or, oh, this must mean it's, like, a very critical section, and I'm not going to make it. And it's this, like, when other people are involved, I stop trusting myself and I stop trusting them. Just like in the medicine space, I have this moment every single time. It's about an hour-long window where things start to build and get intense, and that intensity rising almost registers as a threat. Like, did someone overserve me? Was someone not honest with me? Am I making a mistake? Am I not prepared? It's this like lack of trust on both ends when things get intense. And that's what's happening in the water. And so I don't have the answer to solve it yet, but it is actually really fascinating and interesting to make the connection and to see the parallel and to at least have the awareness so that when it starts to happen, I can co-regulate with myself through that. So that's been an interesting lesson, that as intensity rises, you could look at it as excitement, but because of my history and my own experiences and trauma and what have you, I feel the intensity rise and I start to lose self-trust and I lose trust in other, and I just get all distorted, and then I just back off. So I'll be working on that over the next several months and probably a lifetime. And then the second thing that's been interesting that has come up, which is not something new, but something that got highlighted, if you will, even creating this vlog, this video, there's this part of me that's like, what's the point? Like, is this progressing my business? Is this supporting my family? Is this like inching me further in my career or whatever? And I've noticed it's hard for me to put a lot of effort into things that aren't maybe on paper, like moving me forward in some way. I've noticed this part of me that, like it's similar to the wave thing. Like, I want to make sure I do it right. And if I'm doing something just for the joy of it, is it a mistake? Is it a waste of time? Like, I just notice I'm in my head. And there was like an innocence and a brilliance and a really masterful, creative part of me back in the day that would just create without worrying if it made sense. And those creations inevitably ended up being things that really made a lot of sense. And so, I'm just in this interesting awareness of how much pressure I put on myself to make things make sense and to make things have a point. And it is kind of like killing the joy in some areas. And so I'm on a journey backwards to the more innocent, less thought through creative expression in me. And on one hand, that feels really scary because you're like, I do want to grow my business and I do want to grow my life and blah, blah, blah. And it also feels like really relieving. Take the pressure off a little bit. And so, I don't know, this like silly little video is helping me remember I can create just for the fun of it. And I'm excited to see what that births in both my businesses when I just lead with desire and creativity and an innocent heart, and see what we birth from there. So anyways, enough of me rambling. Just wanted to give you a little update on like what's happening behind the scenes and in the deeper currents while I've been here. And now we're about to have our last breakfast. The boys are making us these really delicious burritos that they've made us for the boat. Every time we've taken the boat, they're making us those for our travel day. We have kind of a weird wobbly travel day today, but we'll be in Nosara in, 6 hours, and we'll be with our friends and our family and on to the next adventure. So until then, you can find me right here, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this, if anything, just inspired you to get out of your own daily routine and open up your body, open up your mind, open up your perspective, and really live. Okay, love you, bye.
I